So this right here is the deltoid. The origin would be the acromion, and it goes to the deltoid tuberosity, and its section, it's the abduction of arm, like that outside. And then we have the biceps brachiae, which we have the short head and long head. The short head goes from the coracoid process to the radial tuberosity, and it does extension at elbow. The long head goes from supraglenoid tubercle to the radial tuberosity as well, and it also does flexion at elbow. Now the triceps brachii, we have lateral head, long head, and medial head. Okay. The triceps brachii lateral head goes from the superior margin of humerus to the olecranon, and it does extension at elbow. The long head goes from infraglenoid tubercle to the olecranon, and it does extension at elbow. And the medial head goes from the posterior surface of humerus to the olecranon, and it also does extension at elbow. So all three have the same insertion and action. Now we go to the coracobrachialis, which is this one. The origin is coracoid process, insertion to the humeral shaft, and it does adduction of arm. The pectoralis major, which we can't see, goes from the cartilage of ribs 2 to 6, and the insertion is a greater tubercle, and it does flexion of arm. The latissimus dorsi, which is posterior, goes from the spinous processes of thoracic vertebrae to the intertubercular sulcus, and it does adduction of arm. Now we go to the teres major, which is right here. Okay, the origin would be the inferior angle, and it goes to the intertubercular sulcus, and it does extension of arm. Subscapularis, which is on the back, goes from subscapular fossa to the lesser tubercle, and it does medial rotation of arm. Now the teres minor, right here, goes from lateral border to the greater tubercle, and it does lateral rotation of arm. Now the infraspinatus, which is right here, number 7, goes from infraspinous fossa to the greater tubercle, and it does lateral rotation of arm. Supraspinatus goes from supraspinous fossa to the greater tubercle, and it abducts arm.